Hey guys, how you doing? It's Emi here. Today I wanted to talk about how you can get rid of stress and actually improve your memory. Because I don't know about you, but in the past I used to be super stressed with my life. Some of you might know, but apart from being a mindfulness teacher, I am also the general manager of a hotel, and well, that comes with a responsibility. And unfortunately, all the stress that it was generating, not only from work, but all the stress that I was going through, it was kind of taking control of my life to the point that I was having loads of pains in my body because I used to have like muscular stress. I wasn't able to sleep very well at night. I was eating something and maybe I ate an entire box of cookies in 2 minutes and I didn't even realize what I was doing, and suddenly it's like, whoop, it's all gone. One of the biggest issues for me is that I was forgetting loads of things. My memory was like gone. I was going to the grocery store and suddenly I go back home and I realized that I have forgotten half of the list of things that I wanted to buy. Or maybe I remember I was having meetings with suppliers and things in the hotel, but suddenly after 2 minutes I realized that I completely forgot about their names. Or maybe I forgot an appointment or something like that. I remember when I had to go to the dentist, a couple of times it happened that I completely forgot about it, and then the next day I had an email from the dentist: "We're very sorry that we missed you yesterday. Unfortunately, we have no option but to charge your credit card." And I actually had to pay even though I didn't go. And it was pretty much because of all these high levels of stress, because it came something chronic. Which, don't get me wrong, stress is not always something bad because it gives you that kind of boost of energy and you can do a lots of things, you can achieve many things. The problem is when it becomes something chronic and actually might derivate into bigger problems, like maybe suffering from some sort of depressions, or in the future maybe having Alzheimer's disease or something like that. The problem with this stress, like myself, that I was having stress for breakfast, lunch and dinner, is that it speeds up the process of the aging of your brain, which unfortunately is going to end up causing or having an impact in your learning abilities, your memory, and potentially shrinking your hippocampus. The hippocampus is a part of our brain that is mainly responsible for learning and also for your memory. It transforms your short-term memory into a long-term memory, and it's been shown that as you reach adulthood, normally this tends to shrink a little bit, normally into a 1 or 2%. However, if you develop this kind of chronic stress, that shrinking might go from 1 to 2% to way higher than that. And then you're gonna have real difficulties to learn something new and to retain information. Many different studies show that your hippocampus normally produces around 1,500 neurons on a daily basis, which it might not seem much considering the 100 billion of neurons that we have in our brain, but over a lifetime it represents 80% of renewal of your neuronal population. So how do we stop this? How do we stop the aging process? How do we stop the deterioration of our brains? And how do we stop our hippocampus from shrinking? Okay, so scientists show that there is two very powerful weapons against the aging of our brains, which is first of all exercise, and the other one mindfulness and meditation. Different kind of research has shown that this actually, it decreases your levels of stress, and actually it increases the size and the performance of your hippocampus, apart from stopping or reducing the aging process of your brain. Okay, and how do we do these exercises of mindfulness? Okay, well, mindfulness is actually pretty simple. Again, you can do it at any time, anywhere, okay? Whether you're in the shower, whether you're washing dishes, whether you're running. In fact, I actually, when I'm doing sports, so I do both. I do the exercise and I do the meditation or mindfulness. The idea is that you focus on whatever activity that you are doing consciously with full awareness. And we are actually experiencing the moment. But we have to do this in a very particular way. We have to do this in a non-analytical way. We have to do this in a non-reactive way. So let's say that I tell you to focus on this leaf that I have right here, okay? The idea of the exercise will be to be with the leaf, to experience the leaf. Simply be with it. Do not react to it. Do not think about it. Because on the moment that you start thinking, oh, it's so green, oh, it's so nice, I wonder what kind of plant is it, I wonder where did he take it. As soon as you start thinking about all this stuff, your mind has moved from a non-reactive to a reactive mode, to analytical mode. Okay, you're thinking about the plant, you're thinking about the leaf, you're not being with the leaf. I need to make an emphasis on this because there is a huge difference of being with the leaf and thinking about the leaf. The problem with this exercise is that we are actually asking our brain, our mind to do something that it goes against the nature of our mind, because normally your mind wants to know things, wants to understand everything, wants to know all the whys, all the buts, but with practice and practice and practice, at the end you start getting there. I know that at the beginning it might be very frustrating because your mind will constantly jump and it will start thinking about something else or whatever plans you have for later, etc., etc. But it takes a little bit of practice. And remember, as soon as you realize that your mind has wandered somewhere else, bring it back to the exercise. That is the entire point of it, okay? So being in the present moment with full awareness, fully conscious on what you're doing in a non-analytical way, in a non-reactive way. It will take some time. And by doing this, we can better recall important details and we can store them, transforming them from a short-term memory into a long-term memory. So we're training ourselves and our brains to be more attentive to the experience, which induces a relaxed state in our mind. This exercise allows us to work the mental muscle, improving and increasing the life of our brain, as well as slowing down the aging process of your brains, your hippocampus, and actually helping it to increase in size and performance. So I hope you like this, guys. I hope it was very interesting and you can put it in practice, because it will make a massive difference in your memory and it will also help you to reduce your stress levels in a massive way. And if you want to know more exercise, or you want me to send you some guided exercise for breathing or for body scan, or maybe another in movement, I do a lot of walking, mindfulness, let me know. I'll send you some exercise, more than happy to do so. I hope this was helpful and you enjoyed it. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.